Today's Bible passage is from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 11, 12, and 13. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child. I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, and charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity. Hello. Welcome to Andrew's Corner. Today we are going to talk about fighting. And I'm not talking about fist fighting and stuff like that, even though sometimes you got to do that. But what I'm talking about is I'm talking about what are you going to fight for in your life. I went to a marriage retreat last night, which is worth fighting for, or love is worth fighting for, I believe. But I went to the marriage retreat, and they basically said, what is worth fighting for? They were talking about marriage and stuff, but it kind of opened my eyes to what would I fight for? What do I fight for? Um, Obviously, I fight for my marriage. But God is there to help you fight if you let Him, if you ask Him. But God should be the one to fight that you're fighting for. You should be fighting to read your Bible, fighting to pray, fighting to get a deeper relationship with Him. I don't read my Bible as much as I should. In fact, it's hard for me to do it probably more than once, maybe twice a week. It's something I need to get into, something I need to fight to learn. But everything in this world seems to be protests and fighting and arguments and this guy's right and that guy's wrong, but they said it best when they said the only thing you can change is yourself, but you can't change yourself without God. And we got a new president now. I think he's all right, but not everybody agrees with my opinion, and that's why we have opinions. We shouldn't have to just have one opinion and go with it. But we're having a lot of protests, and we're having a lot of bickering, and we're having a lot of fighting, which isn't going to do anybody any good. Now, Trump talks about God, but Trump can't change America. God can. Now, he can use Trump, and he can use me, and he can use you. But only God can make America great again. So, when it comes to arguments, fights, changes, remember that you can only change yourself. You can only change the way that you feel and you look at things. If I get in a fight with my wife, I can sit there and say, well, she needs to change this and she needs to change that. But I'm just going to get in trouble if I try to force her to change. She has to change herself. And, maybe sometimes I got to change the way I'm looking at things. Am I really looking at it to help her, or am I looking at it selfishly to, about me? Is it something that's really her issue, or is it something that is mine? But as we move forward and as we go forth our days, we need to walk with God and we need to fight for God. There's a lot of anti-religion and all that. God can make changes in this world. He can change the world better and quicker than any politician. He can change the world better or quicker than any pastor or any church or any help organization. But we have to let him, and we have to ask him, and we have to obey him. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Have you told anybody about God? Have you sit there and actually talk to somebody about why they need God, why why he's around, why he died for us? I know I struggle with telling other people, but that's my challenge. Talk to one person this week. One person about God. Will it change the world? I don't know. But maybe if we bring God back, things will be better. Have a good week, and I'll see you next week.